Gentlemen, gather around, because today we're unveiling the not-so-secret formula to make a girl absolutely crazy for you. No potions, no magic, just 10 surefire tips that will transform you from a passing thought to an irresistible presence. Now, here's the truth. Most guys can strike up a decent conversation. But when it comes to leaving a girl spellbound, that's where things often go awry. Why? Because it's not just about what you say, it's about who you are. Many men miss a few essential ingredients, the kind that take you from nice guy to unforgettable. But don't fret. Today, we're giving you everything you need to turn the tables. And for good measure, we'll also expose the one glaring mistake that makes even the most charming guy about as exciting as yesterday's toast. So buckle up, gentlemen. This isn't just about impressing her. It's about stepping into a version of yourself that no one can ignore. Let's dive in, shall we? 1. Enjoy her unusual traits. Gentlemen, let's talk compliments, the bread and butter of courtship. Now sure, women love a well-placed compliment, but here's where most men go tragically wrong. They overdo it, flooding the conversation with surface-level flattery that's as original as a knock-knock joke. Telling her she's so beautiful for the 100th time, that's like handing her a Hallmark card when she's waiting for poetry. Here's a better approach. Spot the unique. Compliments hold far more power when they're genuine, unexpected, and precise. Notice the little quirks. The way she lights up when she talks about her favorite book, her laugh that comes a split second too late because she's processing your sarcasm, or the way she gestures when she's passionately explaining something. For example, instead of saying, "You're pretty," say, "The way you argue your point." It's like watching a skilled fencer. I almost don't want to win. Compliments like this don't just flatter, they intrigue. They show you're paying attention, and trust me, nothing is more magnetic than feeling seen for who you truly are. 2. Stay calm when chaos strikes. Now, let's move to your demeanor. Nothing sends a woman running faster than a man who crumbles like a sandcastle at high tide when stress comes knocking. The key? Master the art of calm. Be the still water in her stormy sea. Here's the thing. When a woman is stressed, whether it's a bad day at work or her favorite coffee shop running out of oat milk, the people around her often mirror her anxiety. But when you come along, as cool and steady as the Northern Star, you stand out. Picture this. She's venting about her day, her words tumbling out like an avalanche. Instead of adding to the chaos, you respond with quiet empathy and a steady voice. I get why that would be frustrating. Let's figure it out, one step at a time. At first, she might bristle. It's human nature to resist calm when you're worked up, but deep down, she'll notice. And that calmness, it'll stick with her. Over time, you become her anchor, the person she associates with peace and stability. And the more she connects you with that sense of balance, the harder it'll be for her to forget you. Why? Because true emotional composure isn't just rare, it's unforgettable. So, gents, remember this. Admire what others overlook and stay cool when the heat is on. Do these two things, and you won't just catch her attention. You'll have her thinking about you long after the moment has passed. 3. Pay attention. Like it's an art form. Gentlemen, here's a secret weapon in the arsenal of making her crazy for you. Remember what matters to her. Women adore knowing they're more than just a fleeting thought in your mind. That quirky tidbit she mentioned about her favorite band. The casual remark about her fascination with capuchin monkeys. Lock it in your mental vault. These aren't just facts. They're breadcrumbs to her heart. Picture this. Months down the road, she's had a long day, and you surprise her with tickets to see that band she loves or suggest a spontaneous trip to the zoo. Her eyes widen, not because of the gesture itself, but because you remembered. That's the magic. It's not the grandness of the action. It's the proof that you were listening, truly listening, when she shared a little piece of herself with you. When you make the effort to recall and act on these details, it's not just thoughtful, it's transformative. It tells her, you're important. What you say matters to me. And trust me, that's a language anyone would want to hear. 4. Dress like you mean business. Let's talk aesthetics. No, you don't need to strut around in a tuxedo like you're James Bond grabbing groceries. But listen closely. Presentation matters. Here's the deal. Women aren't expecting you to redefine haute couture every time you step outside. But dressing with intention, choosing something that fits well, is clean, and reflects a bit of your personality, sends a clear message. You respect yourself. And let's face it, nothing is more attractive than a man who carries himself like he's worth the effort. Imagine this. She glances at you across the room, and instead of a sloppy t-shirt and sneakers, you're wearing a crisp shirt and shoes that show you've thought about your look. It's not about being over the top. It's about showing that you're aware of how you present yourself to the world. Why does this matter? Because attraction isn't built on one grand moment. It's the accumulation of little things that make her look at you differently. Dressing well tells her, I've got my act together. And when you've got your act together, she'll want to be part of the show. So, gentlemen, take notes on her likes and dress like the man you know you are. These are the subtle moves that set you apart and leave her wondering why she can't get you off her mind. 5. KIT. Keep it together. Let's start with a question, my friend. How complete is your daily to-do list? Wait, don't tell me you don't have one. While I'm not here to say that skipping a to-do list is the sole reason for all your troubles, let me tell you this. Organized men are magnetic. Here's the truth. Women love a guy who knows how to get things done. It's not just about achieving results. It's about having the foresight and discipline to map out the process. A to-do list isn't just a tool. It's a declaration. It says, I have a plan, and I'm sticking to it. Picture this. She asks what your day looks like, and instead of fumbling for an answer, you confidently lay out your agenda. She'll see a man who's not just dreaming but doing, who takes life by the horns and doesn't let go. And that's attractive because it shows you're in control, reliable, and capable of turning aspirations into reality. So, gentlemen, KIT, keep it together. Being organized isn't about perfection. It's about progress. And when you've got your life in order, she'll notice. Trust me, there's nothing more appealing than a man who's got his act together. 6. Find your edge. Now let's talk about the kiss of death in attraction, boredom. If there's one thing that turns women away faster than a bad pickup line, it's predictability. No woman dreams of a guy stuck in the same old routine, doing the same old things, and living the same old life. But here's the good news. Every man has an edge. Yes, even you. That spark, that unique something that sets you apart. It's in there. The trick is finding it. And here's the kicker. It's not the edge itself that drives women crazy. It's the pursuit of it. Women are drawn to men who have a passion, a drive, a fire burning inside them. It could be anything. Building a career, perfecting a skill, or even mastering the art of making the perfect cup of coffee. Whatever it is, go all in. Here's what you do. Stay curious, keep learning, and push yourself every day. Show her that you're a man who's not afraid of challenges, who's constantly growing and evolving. When you live with purpose and chase after your goals, you become unstoppable. And guess what? That's the kind of energy that's contagious and irresistible. So stop wondering what makes you special. Instead, focus on being the man who's relentlessly in pursuit of his best self. Because when you find your edge, my friend, she'll find you unforgettable. 7. Reveal your soft spots. For thousands of years, evolution has favored the strong, the rugged, the providers, the men who could fell a beast for supper and defend the village with nothing but a glare and a sharpened stick. But, my friend, this isn't the Ice Age. It's the 21st century, and these days, a woman is far less interested in how many wolves you can fend off, and far more intrigued by how well you can connect. Here's the secret. Vulnerability isn't a weakness. It's a superpower. When you let her see the softer, unpolished edges of who you are, you create a bridge to emotional intimacy. Share a story that's close to your heart, a memory that shaped you, or even a quirky habit you're almost too embarrassed to admit. These little revelations aren't just conversations, they're invitations. They tell her, here's a glimpse of the real me. And trust me, that's where the magic happens. Now, don't overdo it. We're not talking about spilling every childhood insecurity or narrating your deepest fears on the first date. Start small, be genuine, and watch as she leans in, not just physically, but emotionally too. 8. Learn you. Here's a quality that flies under the radar but holds immeasurable power: self-awareness. Want to truly captivate her? Know who you are. Women gravitate toward men who are curious about the world, about others, but most importantly, about themselves. What do you stand for? What gets you out of bed in the morning? What do you know? And just as crucially, what are you eager to learn? A man with knowledge isn't just attractive, he's magnetic. He turns mundane chatter into meaningful conversations, blending humor with insight in a way that keeps her captivated. But here's the key. It's not about memorizing facts or regurgitating trivia. It's about perspective. When you learn, grow, and stay curious, you become the kind of man who can tackle challenges with creativity and guide conversations with depth. That, my friend, is the mark of someone unforgettable. So, keep asking questions, keep seeking answers, and most of all, keep becoming the best version of yourself. Because a man who knows himself, that's the man every woman remembers. 9. Master the art of improv. Here's a little-known truth. A woman's infatuation often hinges on one simple thing: laughter. Yes, my friend, the path to her heart may very well be paved with humor. And if you're thinking, but I'm not a comedian, relax. The good news is you don't need to be. Studies have shown that couples who laugh together form deeper connections and stronger bonds. It's science. And before you say, I'm just not that funny, let me stop you right there. Humor isn't about cracking the perfect joke. It's about being present, playful, and quick on your feet. That's where improv comes in. Think about taking a class. It might sound wild, but improv teaches you how to adapt, think creatively, and deliver that unexpected zinger that leaves her in stitches. More importantly, it gives you confidence. Because nothing says, "I've got this," like being able to turn an awkward moment into a shared laugh. And when you can make her laugh, really laugh, you're not just entertaining her, you're creating a connection she won't forget. 10th, start a side hustle. Now let's talk ambition. A 9-to-5 may pay the bills, but let's be honest, does it set your soul on fire? Women are drawn to men with passion and drive, and nothing showcases that quite like a side hustle. A side hustle isn't just about extra income, it's about crafting the life you want, on your terms. Whether you're driving for Uber, starting a blog, or building furniture in your garage, it's the pursuit of something meaningful that sets you apart. It shows her, and more importantly, yourself, that you're not content to coast through life. This isn't about flashy success or overnight riches. It's about having a vision and chasing it with grit and determination. That kind of energy is magnetic. When she sees you putting in the effort to build something for yourself, she won't just admire you, she'll be inspired by you. So, pick a passion, set a goal, and get moving. Because a man with a mission isn't just attractive, he's unstoppable. Well, friend, we've come to the end of the road, and it's time for the truth bomb you didn't know you needed. You can try every trick in the book, charm the birds right out of the trees, but if you're the kind of man who dodges growth, avoids effort, and stays comfortably stagnant, well, let me tell you, no woman is sticking around to write your life story with you. Laziness, my dear fellow, is the kiss of death to attraction. If she's going crazy over you, let it be from admiration, not frustration. Take a hard look in the mirror. See the flaws? Good. That means you're human. Now get to work, fixing what you can, and embracing what you can't. That's how you become the man she can't resist, not just someone to pass the time with. These 10 tips are your starting line, not your finish line. You've got the tools, the wisdom, and a roadmap. The rest is up to you. Before you go, why not check out some of our other videos? They're packed with insights to keep you one step ahead in the game of life and love. And while you're at it, leave a comment below. What tip resonated with you most? Let us know. Hit subscribe, tap that like button, and keep moving forward. Your best self is just getting started.